Alabama's WVUA News at 10 with your award-winning news team. John Huddleston, weather with Richard Scott, and sports with Gary Harris.
Good evening and thanks for joining us tonight. A 79-year-old West Alabama man is dead tonight, the victim of an apparent homicide. Law enforcement officials tell us Kenneth McDaniel was found lying outside his home by the air conditioning unit. It appeared to sheriff's deputies on the scene that he had been struck multiple times in the head with a blunt instrument. The suspect, Christopher Patton, was found in the Huntington Place neighborhood not far from the crime scene. He was arrested and charged with murder. His bond was set at $70,000. Now, Huntington Place is a family-oriented community just feet away from an elementary school. Residents in the area say it is the last place they thought something like this would happen. WVUA's Courtney Highfield with more tonight.
This is the pathway suspect Christopher Patton took when fleeing the victim's house, which backed up to the Huntington Place residential community.
We saw about 5 police officers walking between our house and the neighbor's house. It was very scary. It was almost surreal. We just almost didn't really know what was going on. But there were so many police officers that we knew that whatever had happened was bad.
The suspect was found just feet away from a neighborhood that's full of children, and residents say they're starting to question their safety.
It's kind of scary. It makes you more cautious about things and how you go about life and stuff.
We let our kids ride our bikes, but it makes you think a little more about letting them go and getting out of sight, because you never know what could happen.
But Jameson, a mother of 2, is using this tragedy to teach her kids a valuable lesson.
I do choose to tell them that there's things going on, because I do want them to be aware. I don't want them to be afraid. I explain to them that things happen, and this is why when I tell them I want them to do something a certain way, that things like this is why.
And residents are hopeful that this is an isolated incident. Reporting in Tuscaloosa, Courtney Highfield, WVUA News.
Now to the latest on the mass shooting in downtown Tuscaloosa. We are learning more about the man police believe is responsible. 44-year-old Nathan Van Wilkins of Northport is charged with 18 counts of attempted murder, 1 count of shooting into an occupied building, and 1 count of shooting into an occupied dwelling. He is being held on a $2 million bond. Officers say Wilkins told them he wanted to be killed by police, but changed his mind and fled the scene. According to authorities, Wilkins is currently under suicide watch. Now, Wilkins surrendered several hours after the rampage. He walked into a FedEx store in Jasper and told the owner he was the man responsible for the shooting spree. Pat Peterson has more.
Ken Barfield came face to face with Tuscaloosa's most wanted.
He just looked me in the eye and says, "Yep, I'm the one they're looking for. I'm the one that shot 17 people."
Barfield, who owns a FedEx shipping center in Jasper, was working behind his desk when Nathan Wilkins walked into his store and confessed to opening fire at a crowd of people in a downtown bar.
Not to aggravate him or elevate the situation. And I said, "Oh, I think they'll be all right," and went to shake his hand, which was kind of nerve-wracking. And the person that said they just shot 17 people.
Barfield tried to keep his cool, not sure how to handle a man wanted on multiple felony charges.
I asked him, "Well, what do you want me to do? Do you want me to call the police for you? You want me to call a lawyer? What do you want to do?"
Wilkins opted for the police, and within minutes, officers from the Jasper Police Department had the fugitive in custody.
As soon as our officers walked in the door, this individual threw his hands up and surrendered with no resistance whatsoever. I wanted the police to kill me, but I got scared before they got there and left.
Jasper, known for its Southern hospitality and heritage, has now added another chapter in its colorful history. A chapter that reads more like a nightmare.
Very quiet community. We're not used to anything like this happening.
I worry a lot about crime like this because I have family and friends that live in that area, and I've got a family myself. So this thing could happen anywhere.
You could have been another victim.
Very easily. Yes, sir.
Again, that was Pat Peterson reporting. Police are not sure of a motive. They were investigating whether the shootings came from a dispute between rival motorcycle gangs. And as the victims continue to recover, so does the bar where the shootings took place. Copper Top Bar in Temerson Square continues to pick up the pieces from Tuesday's early morning shooting. General Manager Tip Alexander says they are planning to open back up on Friday. Alexander also says it was a tragedy that shouldn't have happened, and their hearts are with the victims.
It's just a freak occurrence that Could have happened anywhere. And right now our thoughts with everybody that it affected, and we're looking for a fast recovery. We're trying to open this Friday to get it behind us and move on.
And now your chance to help fight crime. Information you may have may be the missing link investigators need to catch a suspect. Here's this week's Tuscaloosa County's Most Wanted.
Hello, my name is Ted Sexton, the Sheriff of Tuscaloosa County. Thanks to your help in WVUA, 3 more captures in this week's Tuscaloosa County's Most Wanted. Brian Browning was arrested on the charge of trafficking in marijuana and other charges. Terrence Dixon was arrested on robbery in the first degree and other charges. James Harris Jr. was arrested on robbery, 8 counts, and burglary in the first degree. Again, thanks to your help, that makes 407 total captures. Now we need your help this week in finding more of Tuscaloosa County's Most Wanted. Eric Hunter Tingle, he's wanted on charge of rape in the first degree and rape in the second degree. He's a white male, 17 years of age, 6'2", 160 pounds, brown hair, brown eyes, last known to be living on East Cypress Creek Avenue. Kelvin Dwayne Thomas, he's wanted on a charge of sexual abuse of a child less than 12 years of age. He's a black male, 33 years of age, 5'8", 220 pounds, black hair, brown eyes, and last known to be living in Pruitt Drive, Ralph, Alabama. If you have any information on these as well as others wanted by the Tuscaloosa County Sheriff's Office, please call us at area code 205-464-8672 or go to our website at www.tcsoal.org. You can like us on Facebook and follow us on Twitter. And working together, we'll continue to make Tuscaloosa County a safer place to live.
Well, let's get a first check on Alabama's home team forecast. For that, here's Chief Meteorologist Richard Scott. Richard, good evening.
Hey, John, good Wednesday evening to you. Home Team Interactive radar pretty quiet this evening and not much happening in terms of rainfall across the area. We certainly saw a lot of rain early today. Some parts of west and central Alabama seeing 2, 3, and even as much as 4 inches of rain, causing some minor flash flooding issues in spots. But out there now, conditions are quiet, and that will likely be the trend tonight. Now, tomorrow for Thursday, more thunderstorms going to be likely, I think, at about any point. Afternoon high around 90 degrees by 4 o'clock, but thunderstorms going to be a good bet over the next several days. But how long is the rain going to stick around? And how about that all-important weekend forecast? Weather straight ahead. Stay with us.
All right, Richard, thank you. Now a clarification on a story we brought you yesterday. That involves a tuberculosis investigation. Now, we told you that it happened at a Subway restaurant on Skyland Boulevard, but the video we showed yesterday was not of the correct location. Officials say the correct location is the Subway at the Pilot Travel Center at 4416 Skyland Boulevard East. State health officials say TB was identified in one of the employees at that location, and they are working to screen other employees. The health department has notified Subway management of the investigation. A health officer said customers should not be alarmed because TB is not transmitted through food or utensils. TB is a treatable and preventable airborne disease. Officials say only those people in close contact with the case need to be tested. Well, over 60 people have been accepted into the inaugural automotive technician program at Mercedes-Benz. Tonight, the company held a ceremony to honor those students. 26 were accepted into the automotive technician program. 36 more will join the mechatronics program. Students who join or who maintain above a 3.0 GPA will receive support from Mercedes in paying for their schooling. Top 75% of each class that completes the program will be offered a full-time job at the plant.
All right, it means a lot to me. I mean, it's really exciting and stuff. It's something different. It's a new challenge.
I believe it's a great opportunity, and thank you for letting me in.
I think that it's very cool, and if any child has the opportunity or any student has the opportunity to take the position or take the application, I think they should pursue it.
And good luck to all of them. Mercedes plans to continue both of these programs and expects to grow each of them in the coming years. And with WVUA News at 10 returns tonight, drought conditions